Our home was built in 1942. So we just said, hey, we need to get a new one. We need to have a new home. We went to all the home shows like everyone else. We actually end up talking to 6 different contractors prior to picking Atlas Construction. We wanted to find, people that were happy with the experience. And it was a real good personal friend of ours that said, we're using them right now to build our home. And he said, hey, you know what? So far, it's been awesome. Anytime I call, they call back, they call right away. They're smiling, they're happy, and it's all about trying to help us and make the process of building a new home as painless as possible. And so I said, you know what, I'll go check them out. And I've never looked back, and I've been so happy with the experience since then. This has been a dream of mine forever, to build a new home, something that I can call my home. And what I did was I put together a floor plan of a home that I really wanted to build. And some of the other companies, they said, hey, you know what, oh, don't do that, that's impractical. And I said, oh man, I thought the whole idea was to dream with us. And they wouldn't allow us to do that. Whereas Atlas, they wanted us to dream. The person that introduced us to Atlas, there are 4 other people that built homes just by his recommendations, and everybody is happy. And so you're not gonna find that too often. And I'd be the first person to tell you, I loved the experience working with these guys. And talking to even like my dentist, he asks questions every once in a while, and he says, how was the experience? I said, awesome. And he goes, you know what, you're the first person I ever heard that said they had an awesome experience with a contractor. Even during the building process, there are some things where it's like, you know what, I think I might kind of like this, I like that. A lot of times, if they didn't start that project yet or that part of the home, that was actually comped, and I was really, really happy with that. Everything that they had quoted, they stood by, and they did it. And what they quote is what you pay. A lot of other companies know as soon as you change your mind on anything, it's a change order, and you gotta pay for that. Of the 6 contractors that we saw, the highest quote that we got, Atlas built us actually a nicer home than what they quoted. And I knew that was gonna happen. So I was really, really happy with what we got. All our neighbors went, we had our open house, all our neighbors came to look, and they said, you know what you just did is you put a Kahala home in Palolo Valley. And I just say thank you. We had an awesome contractor, awesome vision. We loved everything they did as far as the materials, the timeline, the fact that I could talk to these people. It's all about customer satisfaction. And I really, really say this with a lot of heart is they really do treat you as if you were their family. And when they built the house, they were looking at building the house as if they were building it for themselves. So I really trust them. They always had our best interests at heart. They're really great talking to us about everything we wanted to get in a home. And I'm so glad that there's a company that you can trust, and that's Atlas Construction.
It was really my husband that had the dream, and he was the one that told me, hey, guess what, we're gonna build a home. And all I could think was, how much is it gonna cost? What is it gonna take to, we were living in a condo in Salt Lake, and I remember thinking, I don't know about all these expenses we're gonna incur, and do you really think we can do this? But now that I'm in a home, I can actually, if my kids are driving me crazy, I can go into my bed and close my door and find peace. And I can actually do a cartwheel in my bedroom because my bedroom is now so big. I have a jacuzzi, and when I just want to get away from it all, I can just relax. And our house now became our hotel, and now it's our haven. We want to be here. When we were at our condo, we couldn't wait to be at somebody else's house, but the Atlas Construction provided us with a home that we want to be in. I'm all about being able to trust. And for me, out of all the contractors we, visited and talked with, I felt the most trusting with them. I felt like what they said, their word, and I don't worry. I think that's the biggest thing. Women don't like to worry, and if you want to save on arguments with your spouse and You want to come home every day and feel peace of mind, because building and just this whole process is very, very stressful. And I have to say, if you want to have peace of mind, you should go with Atlas. If you want someone that you can trust, you can communicate well with, you can just call up and they'll be there. Whatever you want, whatever's gonna make you happy. And you know, that was awesome of them to be like that, because I just felt so secure in my choices and they made me happy. So I can't say enough about them. I just totally love the company. If Bruce was here, I'd give him a big hug, because the feeling, you know, of being in this home, what he's given us, I could never have imagined it. It started with my husband's dream, and then they helped us to dream together. And now we're living the dream, and I'm just amazed every day that I come into this place. I'm like, you can't buy that. I mean, we did, but you can't buy that the peace of mind, of course, you know. And the best thing I can say is put a smile on my face, and maybe I treat my husband a lot better now. And you will too. If you go with Atlas, you're gonna treat your husband a whole lot better.